Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Callie Northagen. I'm delighted to be joined by Dr. Cheryl Duchess. This woman is brilliant, a certified naturopathic doctor, a master herbalist. I've learned so much about health and wellness and digestion through Dr. Cheryl. Thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate your knowledge. I think one of the reasons I feel passionate about the whole brand and the whole line is because there's so many issues with us as Americans, with our Western diet, with the lack of real true nutrition and supplements. And I think that one of the biggest issues that people deal with is digestion. It all begins at the core, and digestion is something I'd love to spend a little bit of time talking with you about today.
Yep. Okay.
What are some of the symptoms that people should know if they are having issues with digestion?
Well, you know, a lot of people just, when they don't digest food well, they will bloat. That's one of the biggest things we hear. People, I'm so bloated after I eat, okay? And that's usually a sign that your stomach is overworking and maybe you don't have enough stomach acid, okay? And you don't have enough healthy bacteria. And really, truly, if you don't get your digestive tract healthy, then the rest of the body, all the body systems are connected to it. The cardiovascular system, your lymphatic system, which is your immune system, even the brain. Okay, there is a major connection of the brain to the gut. Okay, so your thinking and all that. So having a healthy GI tract is critical, and so many people, like you said, they suffer. And so some of the other things that people have is like acid reflux. You know, there's such an overuse of antacids, which block stomach acid, which is a real problem. When you block stomach acid, your stomach is supposed to be acidic, so it breaks up the food that you eat so that you get the nutrients. And when you're blocking stomach acid, it's going to cause you to be malnourished. And we see a lot of diseases like osteoporosis, and many wipes out your B vitamins. It really, because you become deficient, and you know they're addictive as well. They're addictive.
Absolutely, it's so true. And so many of those products that you mentioned don't even absorb. Like you said, they block. They almost counteract what you think they're going to help you with.
Right.
So we'd love to discuss with you an incredible, there's a kit available. There's also individual components to help people with digestion, which is again a key component to optimal health.
Right.
Can we talk a little bit about the Ultimate Aloe? This is a product available from the Health line.
Yes. The aloe juice is something, the aloe plant has been used since way back in Cleopatra's day. You know, and aloe juice is amazing because what it can do is it actually has been studied to go into the, you know how it works for a sunburn, right?
Right.
So what aloe juice does, if you get a real pure one, it can actually go in and soothe and calm and coat the inner parts of your digestive tract. Everything from the mouth all the way to the other end, basically. Okay. And aloe juice has been studied to actually grow new epithelial cells. So again, the stomach lining, so ulcers, acid reflux, diverticulitis, irritable bowel, all those kinds of things. Aloe juice is such a natural plant, and it has that ability to really soothe and calm, and people just get great results with it. The one thing that I love about this particular aloe juice is they take whole leaf aloe and then they freeze dry aloe and they inject it into it. And so, so that it's much higher in the active ingredients, or polysaccharides they call it, okay? Loaded with enzymes. But it actually, aloe has other properties that actually boost the immune. I've seen even children use it, families use it for, you know, with flus and colds and just feeling like their immune is run down. Also, it's been studied to lower blood sugar. So it's really been great for even diabetics. So aloe juice is one of my favorite things I have in my cabinet to help people with digestion issues. And you take, like, how would you dose it? About 2 ounces, 2 to 3 times a day if there are issues. Okay. And if you're just doing it for a maintenance program, like 2 ounces a day. And it tastes amazing.
Delicious. And there's several flavors. They're all good. This is mine, the pomegranate, which I love, but there's a kiwi strawberry, and there's an original, and there's a cranberry. They taste delicious. There's also some digestive enzymes available from the Isotonics line, which again is all about excellent absorption. We talked about this previously, but let's talk a little bit more about
things absorbed. Well, the thing is that enzymes is what our body uses to break down your food. So when you eat a meal, you need stomach acid and you need enzymes. And as we get older, we start producing less of those enzymes, like hydrochloric acid and pepsin. And that's what will happen is, you know, all of a sudden you don't have enough digestive enzymes. You eat a meal, and now all of a sudden it's like an explosion happens, and the body is like, whoa, I don't have enough enzymes to break it up. So now it calls on more acid, and you get an overproduction of acid, all right? And that's what causes the acid reflux. Okay, so by using a digestive enzyme, you take it after you eat your largest meals, it will actually liquefy your food for you. I've actually seen in a little test, we won't do it today, but you can actually pour digestive enzymes on top of a bowl of oatmeal and it will liquefy it. All right?
Seriously?
Seriously. And this is why people feel the results. They don't have that, woo, I just ate a huge meal. It'll calm it down, and it's fantastic. And another thing, you've probably heard the term leaky gut syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's an inflammation going on in the gut. Okay. And a lot of people do dairy, you know, so casein in dairy and gluten in your wheats and things like that can cause the inside of the small intestines to be inflamed, and what happens there is proteins from like your casein and your dairy and things like that will leak out in the bloodstream, and that can even cause autoimmune diseases.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's a quite serious type of thing. But when we go to try to work with that naturopathically, we would do something like the aloe juice, because again, it's so actually, you know, promoting, helping those villi and helping calming the inflammation of the gut. So really, really great. Aloe juice is fantastic for leaky gut syndrome. And then taking a digestive enzyme, so you break down the food, and again, that's going upstream and helping your body to digest those foods and get more nutrition from your food. Fabulous, fabulous product.
It's an amazing thing. Our bodies are incredible, but there's only so much they can do without a little bit of help. And so that is incredible, and I love how natural the products are as well. There's also a probiotic that people should know about.
Right. Probiotics are so important because we do a lot of things, you know, to destroy them. And so we have friendly bacteria in your gut, and friendly bacteria is there. It's really the first part of our defenders for our immune system. And so we need about 80% friendly bacteria, and they're actually little bugs, Callie. And then 20% unfriendly. That should be our balance. But because of the American diet with the sugars, the coffee, the overuse of antibiotics, that gets offset. And when the probiotics get offset, you won't be able to absorb your B vitamins, so you won't be able to, you'll have low energy. And then we talked about the bloating and the gas. The biggest thing that I see with probiotics is people will bloat. That's a big sign that they're low. Also yeast infections, okay? So when you take a good probiotic, all right, one that's got enough in it, you can really affect change. And I like to call it like an inoculation of really planting those friendly bacteria back in there. And all my friends and stuff, when they start doing that, like, oh my God, I'm not bloating, I have the flat belly again. And it's really, really great. But also think about it, what it's doing for your immune system and being able to absorb those vitamins. So it's critical. But you know, there's a lot on the market that are not.
I was just going to say that. Don't be fooled by what you see in advertisements and elsewhere. This line is at the top levels of all the friendly bacteria that your gut needs, and the unfriendly bacteria. So it's really an excellent way to go. And I think everybody that's listening to this, you either relate to it because you're experiencing digestive problems, or you know somebody who is.
Absolutely. And so I want to just point out what a good friendly bacteria has, okay? So, you know, it's all about the strands. So the probiotic that I have in this line, it has 10 different strands, okay? So it's a broad spectrum. Some of that you'll buy on the market might just have one strand or two strands of Bifidobacillus. This is 10 different strands, so it's what we call a broad spectrum. And then it's 10 billion units, okay? Some of the ones you're going to get at the health food store and market might be 1 or 2 billion units. It's like spitting at a bonfire with a squirt gun or something, you know? And so what I love about these probiotics and the way they digest, so So they're enteric coated. So when you take them in, it's going to get down to the gut where it needs to go, because stomach acid will actually destroy the friendly bacteria.
Oh,
and this the live back and the biotrack in this particular probiotic allows it to get into the gut where it needs to go. And that's why people get results with it and really find really great improvement with digestion and immune. And especially if you've been on an antibiotic, okay, you definitely, or you're a coffee drinker, pretty much we all need to be supplementing with a good probiotic on a regular basis.
Without a doubt. And you can buy them individually. You can go with the entire system. There's a kit. Which
it's huge saving when you buy all three together as a kit, in a kit.
Absolutely. So we would love for you to get in touch with the person that sent this video to you and get started, because we both believe that optimum health really begins at the core.
Yes, it does.
And we want you to be on a journey towards feeling better, living a more active life.
And if you improve digestion, you're going to improve many aspects of your health. Absolutely.
That's where it all begins. Thanks so much for joining us.